Hello there, I'm JGames1 and this is Kerbal Space Program. Now, since I last saw you, I realized that I forgot to save the spaceship I built last time. So, a couple of minutes ago, I built this new spaceship. I haven't tested it yet, so this is going to be a first time for both of us. And first of all, I should actually probably check that all these work correctly. They're put in the right place and everything, and they seem to be. So, let's lift off. It's not doing too well. I forgot to turn on the SAS module. End flight, restart flight. Wait for it to load because it's being really slow right now for some reason. They should get a better loading screen than just a single frame of the ground. Okay, turn on the SAS module. Oh, I don't have an SAS module attached onto this layer. Oh wait, no, never mind, I do. And then I will manually adjust it if it needs to be done. So, this is going fairly well so far. We're going to turn the throttle all the way up in preparation for the liquid fuel engine. These are very wobbly rockets though. That's worrying. We haven't gotten very high with them either. I'm going to have to add another few rockets to this. Yeah, this is really wobbly. I hope the wobbliness. Glad I was away from that. By the way, this spaceship is named JGames1. I'm probably gonna stop it once I hit JGames99. Okay, so we probably aren't going to make it out of the atmosphere with this rocket, sadly. I don't know though, we might, because we have three times as much fuel as we had last time. Every time I look in this direction, I see those dots over there, and I wonder what they are. I should send a mission over there. That's what I'm going to do with my next rocket. Okay, so we might actually be able to make it out of here. Yeah, I think we'll make it out of the atmosphere. But not on... We're probably going to run out of fuel by the time we reach the final thruster, which is in the middle. Oh, there's something I forgot to tell you last episode, and that's that if you press C, you actually go inside the ship and everything. And you can, like, see yourself, who you are. And it's got all the important stuff here. It's got your atmosphere meter thing. It tells you if the SAS module is on. It tells you if the RCS module is on. Speaking of which, I should turn that on. It shows you the navigation ball. It shows you just your vertical speed over there. And then in the corner you have your pitch, your rotation, and your yaw. It's got everything in here, except I don't think that it has the oh, what is it called? I don't remember. The only problem about it is that with this cockpit specifically, you can't see out of it. You can see out of the other ones, but... Okay, we're running out of fuel now. Separate that, and then find our arc. Okay, where is that? Like toward the tip of that island thing. So, let me turn off the SAS module. No, up. Up a little bit, down. It's really hard to control this thing. In fact, I'm going to cut the fuel usage so I can have more control over this. Okay, that's the exact opposite direction of where I wanted to go. But, since it's the exact opposite direction and we're rotating, I can simply wait until it gets like that, and turn up the liquid fuel engine. And then our rotation will start to grow. How high above am I? I'm pretty high. So I'm gonna cut off the fuel usage when I get to halfway fuel. Where's the moon? I don't think I can see the moon from here. Where is it? It's just behind me. Weird. The moon doesn't show up. And again, once you get far enough away, the Earth doesn't show up either. And that should be slightly more of a concern. So I'm gonna cut the fuel and see if I'm high enough to just keep going. And I am not, so I will go back to the normal view and turn up the fuel usage. It's really cool though, this game. Just the amount of things that are possible to do, yet you know you'll never get to do. You can also get some pretty dramatic shots for pictures too. Like that. It's pretty dramatic. And this is getting fairly wide. How's our fuel doing? Good, I'm gonna cut the fuel usage. And hope that we keep headed forward. Wow, that stuff's still flying. And set this slightly higher. Okay. So at this point, I want to be headed in the same direction because I still have not achieved a near circular pattern with this. And alright, I'm just gonna wait for this to grow a little and I could cut the fuel, and I think we may have achieved orbit. Sure, it's not a very circular orbit, but I think I can fix that. Just speed up time a little bit. Now, if I remember correctly from the tutorial, once I get to this point right here, I have to go in the opposite direction of that. Perhaps this. Okay. So, I think that direction that I have to go in would be this way. Okay, we are pointed at it. Now, is that right? I don't know. But I'm going to check and see where the moon is, and from that deduce that this is the right direction we are headed in. And then start doing that, and that'll increase our orbit. I think I have achieved orbit. Cut off the fuel. A little too big. It's not completely circular, but you know, it's alright. I have achieved an orbit. And I didn't even run out of fuel. So, we know that this design is good for getting us into orbit. So all we need to do is add more fuel before this point to get us to the moon. This is going really well. I didn't think I'd be able to get that this episode. And then once we get to the moon, we can just head for the orbits of other planets. In fact, if I zoom out, what is the furthest planet there is? Now the real question I have is if anybody's ever actually reached? Is that a word? Gotten to this planet before. It's like, that just seems ridiculously far away. You can see someone maybe going to this planet. I might go to that planet, actually. Maybe that one. Walk around on the surface, because there is an eject button. Now, the thing is, if those planets have lower gravity, and what I think is right... Wait a second, is that another moon? Oh, we have 2 moons. Cool. That'll be our second target then. Since, you know, it's the second moon. So I'm impressed. JGames1 was the first thing to get into orbit. The last rocket was just a test rocket to see what I could do. Alright, so I'm going to flatten out this orbit. Turn off SAS module. And... wait for it to drift into there. And get it on the dot. Now this probably won't work, but you can always try. Yeah, we didn't have enough fuel. We didn't have nearly enough fuel. Ah, the ship's still throttled. Alright. So let's watch me in my orbit. So this is what we've achieved so far. I'm actually kind of impressed. What does this button do? Docking? I don't know what that means. Now, my question is, can I have like multiple things in the space station at once? So like, since the space station, which is like in this general area compared to the planet, where is the space station actually? So, there. We're flying over the space station now, I guess. Oh, yep, there it is. Right there. That's the space station. So my question is, can you go back to the space station if you've already left? Like, can you have more than one spaceship in the sky at the same time? I think there would be a way to do that. That would make sense. However, I'm not sure. So, it wasn't really difficult to get this high. So I think that since we understand it now... Oh, wait. Yes, I can. I can go back to the Space Center. And then click on this satellite. This is still here. And then I can fly it. Great. The JGames1 shall be there for the rest of eternity. As a memorial. So, now all we have to do is take the JGames1 and make it into moon material. Because this thing needs to get us all the way to the moon, and hopefully back. Or maybe I'll just colonize the moon, I don't know. Now, does this duplicate it on others? Yes, it does. Okay, so there. And there. Does that duplicate it on all the other ones? Yes, it is. So I will now take the rocket boosters Stick them there. Booster. Stick it there, or not, I guess. Stick it in there. Sure, why not? Now, those aren't doing too good for me. So I'll go back into aerodynamics. How big is this? That's not big enough. The other one's too big. So I would just set the symmetry to maximum and stick this on everything. Okay, so it has a significantly larger amount of rockets now. And so I think that it will be able to go significantly higher. Hold on one second, wait a second, what's going on here? I can't actually see the window. Hold on. Okay, this is weird. Okay then, that was weird. The game just like crashed on me. I don't know what that was. So, JGames1. Load that up. And I will stick all those parts that we just did back onto it. Hang on. If I set this to maximum symmetry, pick this up and then put it back down, I'll just duplicate it everywhere. No, it won't. Dang. I was hoping it would do that, because then that would make my job a lot easier. Okay. A way to zoom out in this mode would be really nice. But first, I need to stick more rockets. That's something that is really dangerous. Well, just adding more and more rockets. So, since this part here is the only part that I'm actually planning on getting into space, well, actually, hopefully this part, I can make it so that this part, the entire sort of center area, gets into space. If I can achieve that, then I should be completely fine. Just everything about this. Because once it is like that, then it will be really easy for me to just fly to the moon, because I have I have 4 different fuel fuel containers. I have 4 different fuel containers which hold large amounts of fuel, which will make it easier for me to fly around. Now, for these, I am probably going to want to use the, well, what are they called? What am I thinking about? The strut connectors. So I'm just going to set those to the max and attach these to each other. Okay, that didn't work. So maybe attach these to each other like that, and that should be duplicated on all the sides, and attach this to this, because the thing I noticed when it was taking off the last time is it was really wobbly, and that is very dangerous, because nobody wants... What happened? Oh wait, I see what's going on here. There, problem solved. Okay. Grab that. And that's like that. And I can take this. No. Grab that again, throw it away. Give it max symmetry, actually. Okay, that's obviously not working then. So I could stick it like that, then like that. Without being attached to wing is probably going to be a problem later on. However, later on is later on, and I don't care about later on because it's not now. I take this back and go, no, I want this piece to be right there. No. I don't understand how these things work. Okay, I guess. There. Stick it there. Okay, there's just not going to be one on this side, I guess. Why is it doing that? Don't understand. Maybe if I do it on the other side it'll work. No? Nope, apparently that's just broken. So I'm just gonna stick it more on the inside, maybe? Yeah, that works. Alright, let's fly this baby. Wait. Structural. Stick that there. Stick that there. And that should be good for holding up our rocket. Ah, wait. Abort the launch. Which attachments are these? So those are... First of all... Okay, those are all the things at the beginning. Then... Okay, these two have to be done here. This also has to be done here. And this will be done here. So I think that is good. Now the only worry I have for this right now is accidentally running into the JGames1. Speaking of which, I have to rename this. How do I do that? I know there's a way to do it from here, because I've accidentally clicked it before. No. Okay. Rename vessel. The JGames2. Okay. Is that saved JGames2? Control from here? What does that do? I don't know. Alright then. Launch! Okay, that's not working. Okay then. Hopefully I can get this stable. Ah, I see the problem here. I'm probably gonna have to add more... What's it called? The SAS modules. We will miss you, Bill Kerman. Okay, so, the JGames2 wasn't nearly as much of a success as the JGames1. At least we figured that out. Now, I'm thinking that maybe the problem might have been that there weren't SAS modules on these, but I'm not sure about that. So I'm gonna stick SAS modules on these, and maybe stick some wings or something. And there's no room on them for wings. Oh wait. Symmetry. Symmetry. And then, wait. That really confuses me a lot of the time because the aerodynamic nose cone and the parachutes for these have the same colored top. And they're like the exact same colors, so they really confuse me. So over here, I'm actually going to put more SAS modules, just so it's easier to, you know, keep still. Okay. Clear the launch pad and proceed. Let's hope this works. And time for launch. There we go. Oh, forgot to turn on the SAS module. I should really start remembering to turn on SAS modules. Okay, let's wait for it to face upwards. Close enough. Keep it like that. Yeah, that's not working. I have the strangest feeling this is about to explode. Well, that was obviously my fault. Well, on the bright side, we saved Bill Kerman. Hopefully. Yep, we saved Bill Kerman. Evacuate. Let go. Yay. Bill Kerman's alive, everybody. Everything is alright. Kerbal Space Program. Okay. End flight. Restart flight. Okay. Let's go on the SAS module, the RCS module, and hope that's enough. It's not. So I've abandoned those rockets for purposes of they were about to blow me up. I'm surprised those are still going. Yeah, I just essentially released 2 missiles into the air. Yeah, this isn't working. So I'm just gonna evacuate this craft. And let that thing do its business. And end this flight. Because this isn't working. Space Center. Okay. So I'm going to reload the JGames1. Because this thing was the best ship I've ever made. And look at the design of this. And after a complex series of decisions, said that it would be best if I simply increase the number of liquid fuel rockets. Just put the thing down. Why can't I put the thing down? There. So let's get this up to here. And actually attach liquid fuel tanks throughout it, and hope that adding more liquid fuel tanks will help make this work. Even though, as you can see by the way this looks, it will in no way help. Just by looks of it. Because seriously, look at this. Look at this thing. I can't even call it a spacecraft, because it isn't one. A spacecraft is generally a craft that goes into space. This is not getting into space. So if I stick that right there, I could add another one of these. Ah, I never thought of doing that before. So stick it on there. That probably is going to become a problem later on. So I'm going to move this and stick a decoupler on the bottom. Right on the bottom. Come on, stay. Right there. Oh, I had it on. There. That's not right. Okay, so if it's like that, then I must have grabbed it from here. Yep, that fixed it. Okay then. Control, Advanced SAS module. Utility, no, not utility, Aerodynamics. Aerodynamic nose cone. And find these. Wait. Drag those into there. And this will fly up into the sky. And hopefully, JGames2 is a rocket that will work. Oh, wait. Almost forgot. Aerodynamics. Probably gonna need a wing on this. At least so I can call it some form of an aircraft. Then go into structural. And stick one of these on. And stick another pair down here for good measure. Save. Wait. Abort the launch. Move those to the beginning. Along with these. Okay. So save and launch. Clear the launch pad and proceed. Now for this, once I get this into a stable orbit, I say once I get this into a stable orbit, but just look at this thing. This isn't getting into a stable orbit. So once this crashes, I am going to call it a day and end the episode. Oh, wow. Well, let's look on the bright side here. Let's look on the bright side. Come on. Bill Kerman is still alive. And that's all that really matters, right? Is that Bill Kerman is okay. And is phasing through the floor. So yeah, like I said earlier, this is the end of this episode. So, yeah. I'm JGames1. Goodbye.